Yo, 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 happy Sunday. What's up, guys? Let's get straight into it, man. 80% failure for 20% success. That's how I look at it, man. And that's what a lot of us go through, no matter what it is in life, business, life itself, relationships, marriage, family. Guys, you're going to go through more failures, more lessons, more teaching, because failures they should be a teaching, right? Then you are a success. A lot of people, especially with social media now, a lot of people with this made up bullshit. I used to be poor, I used to be homeless, now I'm rich, now I'm successful. I'm not saying that's not a part of your journey or their journey, but it's such a huge gap in that story. You see what I'm saying? They only giving you what they started, okay, at 0 and then 10. But what about 1 through 9, right? People say, oh yeah, guys, I used to be homeless, and now I'm successful, I got a big business. I'm like, okay, well, it's more to the story, okay? How does a homeless person, okay, how do I used to be broke, now I got a business, I've got all this money. All right, well, how did you get to this point? That's how I look at it. I'm not so easily to be convinced. Like most people, you show them a bunch of money, you show them a car, house, oh my God. You show them a big company, they don't realize, hey man, this company can be, failing, but it's from the, the outside, not looking in perspective. And that's the part, guys, that a lot of us have to be careful with, man. I was just sitting here thinking, I was talking to one of my affiliates, and he like, Courtney, man, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this thing work. Because you know what he told me? He said, I know it's going to work because you have really shown us that it does work. All right. And that's the thing, guys, man, you want to follow people who are really going to give you, the ins and out. They're going to give you not only the successful part, but also their failures, their mistakes. They're gonna walk you through their journey, right? That's what I look for. I don't look for people, like I said, who just make up these fairy tale things. And it's usually because, they're trying to capture an audience where they can capitalize off of it. And again, nothing wrong with that. I coach, I mentor, I have guys, a part of my affiliate program. But I don't want someone to come to me because they only see the success. I want them to really walk the journey. Like, for example, right? My affiliates. I got about 9 guys. I got 7 that are active. I got 2. I'm helping them build it up from scratch, right? But I got 7 of my guys that are already, in this thing, right? And for example, they signed a contract. But I told any of those guys, give it 6 months. After 6 months, if you're not satisfied or you don't see the vision in this, I'm not fit to chase you. I'm not fit to take you to court, because you signed a contract. No, because you know why? I believe in it and I know it works. See what I'm saying? I know where it can take you, but you have to believe in it, and I like and that's what I've come to a point in my life, guys. I don't chase. I don't chase business. I don't chase money, because I feel like when you put in that 80% failure, okay, and you finally get that 20% success and it flips, okay, now you're 80% successful, but you're 20% failure, because you still have lessons. You're still going to have days where things are going to go right. You're always learning. See what I'm saying? You're always trying to grow. So when it flips, you see what I'm saying? And you're at peace, you're at comfort, okay? If it's a business, now you're making profit, you don't have to chase. I just hate to say it, guys. Some people just, think it's arrogant, boastful. But if somebody doesn't want to use my services, that's on them. I'm not gonna, why you don't want to use me? How much the other company charging? I don't even ask those questions, because I can care less. All right. But that's all I just want to say, guys, is, man, when you start something, okay, and you are really serious about it, guys, you got to be ready. All right. It's like when you're trying to date somebody. Sometimes we be flirting. You don't be serious about it. You just flirting. But you really want somebody. You really want to be with somebody. Now you put in some work. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing applies to everything else in life that we really want. You gotta put in work. You know, guys ask me all the time. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I actually got a few buddies. They tell me, Courtney, I'm not joking, but I don't believe it's just you. Now, what do you mean? I believe you got some clones. I believe you got a twin. There's no way. I have guys ask me all the time, Courtney, how the hell do you do it? One person. Because, guys, of that 80% failure. That 80% failure is what keeps me driven, keeps me going, keeps me motivated. You know, being able to reminisce and think about those days where I just wanted to be here. I wanted where I'm sitting right now, okay? Just at comfort, peace, prosperity, okay? Like today, man, I'm about to take my girls out, just to let them go shopping. Let's go shopping. Both of my girls about to go shopping. I remember them days I couldn't do that. I remember this day, man, I took my daughter to the mall. Well, I took my girls to the mall. My wife was with us. And that's when I was going through my 80% failure, my struggles days, man. And I'll never forget, my daughter was about maybe 5 or 6 years old. And it was a pair of shoes she wanted. Shoes was like maybe 50, 60 bucks. She said, Daddy, can I have them shoes? I had to tell her no, man. And it hurt to tell my daughter no, because it's not that I didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And it hurt, man. And that's what I'm saying, guys. That's just one of my stories. That's just that's what you want to hear from somebody. If they're going to tell you a rags to riches story. If they're going to tell you a successful, every successful story comes with some failures. That's why I love Tyler Perry, man, because he was honest, he was truthful in his confession. He just said, oh yeah, look at me now, Tyler Perry Studios, and I'm a billionaire because I just started one day, just started doing plays. No, when you really listen to his story, he shared his failures, you know. So that's the thing, man. Is guys, 80% failure for 20% success. And like I say, it's gonna flip, and then you're gonna have 80% success for 20% failure. And that's when, man, that's when everything just, like I say, you're just able to take a deep breath. You're able to just be comfortable, no worries, and you know, less worries, and you just keep doing what you're doing, man. So anyway, guys, yeah, let me get back to this house. I can take these girls out, enjoy this beautiful day with my daughters, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.